Adobe Photoshop. Learning Adobe Photoshop can be a rewarding and creative journey. Here's a step-by-step guide to get you started on your Photoshop learning adventure. Get Adobe Photoshop. If you don't already have it, you'll need to obtain Adobe Photoshop. You can either subscribe to Adobe Creative Cloud to access the latest version or try an older version if you have access. Install and set up. Install Adobe Photoshop on your computer and set up your Adobe ID and preferences. Understand the workspace. Familiarize yourself with the Photoshop workspace. Learn about the main components like the menu bar, tools panel, options bar, layers panel, and the canvas. Learn basic tools. Start with the basic tools such as the Move tool, Marquee tools, Lasso tools, and the Brush tool. Experiment with these tools to understand how they work. Explore selections. Understand how to make selections using various tools like the Magic Wand, Quick Selection, and Pen tool. Practice layers. Layers are fundamental in Photoshop. Learn how to create, manipulate, and manage layers. This allows you to work on different elements of your project separately. Master image adjustments. Get comfortable with image adjustments like brightness, contrast, levels, and curves. These can dramatically improve your images. Work with filters. Experiment with various filters to add creative effects to your images. Filters like blur, sharpen, and distort can be very powerful. Explore text and typography. Learn how to add text to your images, and experiment with typography options. Understand color modes. Learn about different color modes like RGB, CMYK, and grayscale, and when to use each. Practice with brushes and painting. Delve into digital painting with the brush tool. Learn about brush settings, opacity, and blending modes. Discover masks. Learn how to use layer masks and vector masks to create non-destructive edits. Retouching and healing. Explore tools like the clone stamp, healing brush, and spot healing brush for retouching and removing imperfections from photos. Learn about blending modes. Understand how blending modes can affect the interaction between layers. Gradients and patterns. Experiment with gradients and patterns to create interesting backgrounds and textures. Practice with filters and special effects. Dive into more advanced filters and special effects to create unique and eye-catching visuals. Photo manipulation. Learn how to manipulate and combine images to create surreal or composite images. Save and export. Understand the various file formats and options for saving and exporting your work. Online tutorials and courses. There are countless online resources, tutorials, and courses available. Websites like Adobe's own tutorials, YouTube, and platforms like Udemy and Coursera offer extensive courses. Practice, practice, practice. Photoshop is a skill that improves with practice. Work on your own projects, experiment, and challenge yourself to create new things.